Hey everybody, today we're going to Sally's Italian in McKinney, Texas. I'm hoping this is going to be awesome. I was talking about Addie. Holy moly. Holy moly.
This is why I'm not allowed to do the technical things.
Holy moly.
Were we recording the whole time?
I think we
Yes. Yes. That is why he does that part, not me.
And I know all the stuff about the iPad and Nintendo.
Whoa, in the volume. That's not the wild.
True.
Yeah,
Okay, so today, we went to Sally's.
In McKinney. We're in McKinney,
Yes,
right?
in McKinney off of
We're in
Virginia
McKinney.
Avenue. This is a mom and pop place, family owned. There are no others.
And not
It's delicious.
And not Sally Sally.
Right, Sally Sali.
Mm-hmm.
The Italian Sally. Salvador.
Okay.
They also give you this really cool
It's a baby menu.
which reminds me of the baseball checklists.
No, the baseball schedule.
Schedule, yeah.
You get it. Mhm.
I said checklist, but I
You
meant
did
schedule.
say checklist.
Pocket schedule. That's really fun. I don't know if this is all the time or if just for COVID,
I'm a statue.
but random. But it's really fun.
It is fun, and they have a lot of options.
They do. So let's go through our list.
Okay, these are not in the order that we usually do them because we were trying to rethink what our categories were, and I'm writing down the pizza box.
Yep.
So, number one,
Crust. Thin crust.
It was.
I didn't have an issue with it. It wasn't soft. It was kind of crunchy,
The top,
but not like overly crunchy.
the exposed crust was a little crunchy. It was good for folding. You got a little snap when you folded it.
Yep.
But on the bottom of the pie, it wasn't crunchy when you bit through it.
Didn't taste burned.
Right. And so, I mean, it was a nice crust.
Yeah, I have no problem. I don't have a problem with the crust.
Mm-mm.
What about you, bud?
3.
Okay, 3 for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it at least a 4 for me.
3, 4, and I'm gonna go with 3.
Okay. Next.
Is decor.
Um.
I kind of liked it. It had
Yeah.
the open and exposed ceiling.
It was kind of like the small town feel. Like there were some paintings and it was nice. I liked it.
And the light fixtures were nice. It wasn't uber dark because a lot of times some of these mom and pop Italian places you can't see the food on your plate.
Right.
For the
Lots of windows.
lots of windows. Wasn't hot.
Oh, and you know what else? I also like that you had the option of sitting outside.
Yes. Yes.
Not that I would do it today because it's
No.
95 degrees.
Nope. Mm-mm.
But I like
I
having
like
the
that option. Yes, I do too. And it wasn't everybody, whether it's COVID or not, you weren't knees and elbows up against somebody.
Right. Also, it had like popular rock and roll music, not crazy.
Not
anything.
crazy loud, just in the background type thing. So I think the decor and the ambiance was good. I would give it a 4.
Me too.
I'm good with that.
4, 4, 4, 4.
4s.
Okay, 3, service.
Okay.
It's one of the places where you go up and you order at the counter.
Right.
And
That
And they
being
bring
said,
it to you.
that being said,
they brought us our food.
yes,
And they brought us a take-home box without us asking.
exactly.
So they were paying attention. Granted, it's lunchtime, and we're one of 2 tables in there because it's pretty early. It's actually early lunchtime.
Correct.
That's
I was-
12:15.
Now, after we
After we, so I mean, I think the service was just fine.
I think I give it honestly, I'm going to give it a 5 for the
Okay.
restaurant that it is, with the expectations that this type of restaurant has. I thought they did a great job. How often do they actually bring you stuff?
Right?
5.
Okay, that's 3 5s.
And they checked on us to make sure that we're doing okay multiple times.
And you know, I had to get up to get more napkins, but that's because I'm messy. That's not on them.
Okay.
So, and there was real silverware. Trying to eat pizza with the plastic stuff just doesn't work. For me, at
Yep.
least. Okay, so options.
It was a good.
Okay, so options again is just what you can put
It's
on
Italian.
your pizza.
And I thought they had good options because they have all those toppings and then they have specialty toppings.
And if you don't have like pizza, they have strombolis, they have calzones, they have
Entree,
they have
pasta,
subs.
They-
It's an Italian joint that also does pizza.
and it's
Yeah.
yes.
It's a bistro. It's an Italian bistro.
And it's. I mean, I would love to come back and try the pasta.
Me too.
So, okay, the options for pepperoni are all the usual ones. One of the things that I like about it is they talk about having green peppers and red peppers, black olives and green olives, red onion and yellow onion. I thought that was interesting. I give the options a 5.
5.
You know, it's
I mean, how many pizza places do you know to have subs?
there are some.
I'm giving it a 4
Okay, why is that?
because I feel like there could always be more options. I wasn't blown away like, oh my gosh, this is the most options I've ever seen. So I'm giving it a 4. But for me, that's a really high grade.
If there were
It's got all the things you expect to see and a little bit more. How's
if
that?
there were desserts.
Oh, there was a whole
There are-
section of
Oh,
dessert.
baby, but options is just options for the pizza.
Okay, well,
Well, I wasn't doing that.
Okay.
so do you want to change yours from 5 to something else?
No, I still want 5.
To me, to your point, it was one crust type. It wasn't, you could get deep dish and
True.
thin crust and whatever as far as that goes.
It was still really good though.
Okay.
Different sauces and things.
5, bang for your buck. They actually might have had other sauces because sometimes they have Alfredo sauces
Sure.
and that sort of thing.
What did we say it was? We paid.
18 bucks.
This is the jumbo 18-inch. It was $17 plus $1.50 for pepperoni. So $18.50.
It's a lot of pizza.
We didn't finish it.
No, and that's odd. Well, that
There
means
were
one of two
sli-
things.
There were 2 slices left.
If we don't eat all the pizza, either we did not like it,
Yeah.
or it was that big.
Yeah.
Those are the only 2 options for our family.
I think for the 18-inch pie, that was a pretty good deal.
Okay, so what's your number, huh?
I'm giving it at least. I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
The only thing. Oh, but I will say that they also advertise that they do discounts for online orders. I think
Okay.
They do 5 or 10% off. So
Gotcha.
that might have been nice.
Yes. Okay, so number 6, cheese.
Okay, so.
I like the cheese.
But hold on, you saw the video where you pull off the slice, and it wasn't like ripping it off.
Right.
It clearly had cheese on it, but it wasn't overly cheesy. It wasn't overpowering. It's for what they're trying to do, which I think is a more authentic Italian, which
Which
is
is
weird
good.
because they're in Italy. Their pizza tastes different than ours.
Right.
But they weren't. They were focused more on the freshness, I think, of the
Crust
ingredients
and yes.
than cheese, which is also kind of a New York thing to do. So, I give it a 4.
Okay.
I really like the cheese, and I think all that means is they cut it good.
Okay, so is it a 5?
I'm gonna give it a 5. Yes.
Wowzer.
I'm going to give it. I was not overly impressed by the cheese. So I'm sorry, that's me, and this is about my opinion. So I'm going to give it a 3.75. 7 pepperoni, biggest pepperoni I've seen on a pizza
It
in
was
a
huge.
very long
Ever.
It
time.
was huge.
And to that, it meant that your big old slice of pie, which we can show you what it looks like. Look at those pepperonis; they're huge. But it also meant that you maybe had 3 on each slice that you were eating.
Right.
So,
I
there's
still don't think that's bad. I liked it really.
okay. So what? How do you rate it, son?
On pepperoni,
Yes, sir.
a 5.
Okay.
It was a big pepperoni. It was delicious. It's pepperoni.
And you, sir, honey, my honey bunny.
I feel like the Grinch.
Oh no, I'm not. Go for it.
I'm giving it a 3.
Yep.
And here's why. I want a pepperoni with every bite. Some kind of
Mhm.
pepperoni in there. I like mine thicker, and I like mine with a little more zip to it. I didn't feel like it had enough. I didn't feel like it had enough kick.
Still.
We're not making fun of your opinions. You should not make fun of others.
Mommy?
Okay, I'm also going to go with a 3. There was a lot of piece without pepperoni because it was that big. And as much as you like it thicker, I also like some of them to have a little bit of the toastiness to them too.
Agreed.
Sit back up here, please.
Almost when they're like curling up a little bit.
And that has to do, if they're too thick, they won't do that. It's all. So to me, it's a 3. Okay, next one, sauce. I'm going to be the Grinch. I was not overly impressed with the sauce. That's me. I like my sauce to have a garlic kick to it, or some flavoring.
I think that's good for spaghetti and things, or like a topping, but it's not perfect for pizza because you want to taste the pepperoni and the cheese. You're not.
That's your
overly
opinion.
Listening or tasting the sauce and specifically picking out that part.
Okay.
You're tasting the pepperoni and the cheese, not really the sauce.
Okay, so what rating do you give the sauce?
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay, Daddy?
I'm gonna give it a 3. I will say that the sauce wasn't overpowering, but I thought it did fine for complementing it.
Yes. So
It was a complimentary sauce, not a saucy pizza, and it wasn't saucy. Like it wasn't. Sometimes
Right.
you get the pizza and you're like, you have sauce dripping on your face because it like squishes out,
Right.
like it's a manwich or something.
And to be honest, I don't really like a ton of sauce on my pizza.
I don't have an issue with the amount of sauce, but I will say that it wasn't. I like mine with a little zip to it too.
So we're on to location.
Location? You know what? If you didn't know it was here, you would not know it was here.
But at the same time, you were talking about how there's all sorts
of restaurants and stuff over
and
here.
everything over here.
So like, if you know some of these restaurants and I'm sorry.
Go
That's
ahead.
okay.
If you know some of these restaurants and you see them, you come in here and
This way.
Gotta talk that
and
way.
you're going to see it. I mean, it's just on the little intersection right over here.
I think people that don't live in the neighborhood over here
Wouldn't find it.
don't know where it is.
Because when you say you were going to the grocery store, you can't easily see where it is. So, so your opinion on location?
2.
You said all those nice things and then you gave it a 2. All right. And for you,
I'll
sir?
give it a 3. I think it's a great neighborhood spot that you should check out.
Yes. And I also give it a 3. So our last and final category is speed.
Oh, we usually do that one earlier, and I forgot about it. Okay, so speed. Again, we were at the very beginning of lunch. There weren't a lot of people there. I would say that it was just fine. I have no issues with it. They brought out our cheesy bread after just a couple minutes.
Yeah, like 3 minutes.
It was pretty quick. After we got our drinks, we sat down for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then
We got cheesy
we
pie.
weren't even through the cheesy bread before they brought out our pizza.
There were 2 pieces left of cheesy bread, and they brought out our pizza.
Yeah, I mean,
Which is not a long time for us.
true. So I'm gonna give it a 5 because I don't know how they could do better. But again, it wasn't busy.
I'm gonna go to a 5.
I'll go with a 4.
What could they have done better? Had it pre-made?
No. And I will keep my comments to myself because evidently everybody else could have a different opinion but me. So as long as my opinion jives with one of those, we're good. So, all in all, yeah, come try it. It may
was
be
good.
exactly what y'all are looking for.
Yeah. So I mean, I know they didn't get 5s across the board, but nobody ever does. So to be fair, nobody gets 5. We have 3 different mouths here.
No.
But
no,
overall, I think
no.
the people that work there are very, very nice.
Yes.
I've been in there before, and I've always had really good experiences. I've never had a bad experience there. The prices weren't bad. The restaurant it's cute. It's got a cute little area, cute little ambiance. It's BYOB. Forgot to tell you that. So if we're not into pizza or you want some Italian food, just bring a bottle of wine. It's great, and it's right next to a grocery store. Literally, you can stop here, walk to the grocery store, and then walk, 10 yards, and then go have your
Send the hubby in to order the pizza. You go to Tom Thumb, grab the bottle of wine, and you join back together.
I mean, really, it's good, and it's a cute little area. It's a nice area.
Exactly.
I'm glad we stopped by today.
Yes.
And they have good sodas.
And they have good sodas.
Well, there you go.
And now the desserts look good. We didn't get any, but they look good.
And they have a selection, and there are plenty of pizza places that don't have desserts.
It's true.
And I must admit, I like desserts and I like wine. So
Me too.
Yep. So all in all, we're giving a giant thumbs up.
yes.
And then we'll tally the points and let you know how they did in our ranking system.
And yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Just a few pepperonis short of perfection. Sally's Italian in McKinney, Texas scored 118.25 pepperonis out of a possible 150, placing it third on our leaderboard.